Okay, so really, when you get this piece down, it's actually quite fun to play. But until then, as you saw and heard, we have lots of both linear and leapwise motion to contend with. A lot of jumping around, a lot of keeping track of whether you're going up or down, that kind of stuff. Fortunately, we only have two really prevalent motions throughout this piece, and really the whole thing is just kind of a puzzle stringing these two motions together in different variations. Our first motions are these straight up or down the fingers lines, which you can see highlighted here on the score in red. And the second motions are these leaps back and forth, up or down, which you can see highlighted here in orange. Both of these motions by themselves are actually quite simple, so really the hard part here is piecing them together as they bounce all over the place. But as we'll see, we even have a fairly clear sequence of finger choices and position changes strategies to help us handle all of this movement. But before any of that, let's take note that this piece is in the fantastic time signature of 6/8, though to be sure, we're really not hearing much of that classic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 set of two triplet groupings here. We have an opening dynamic of forte and a tempo marking of allegro risoluto, or resolutely fast, with an added note of marcato, meaning that we really want this to be a highly accented piece. Two final related points before we get into the details. Take note of the two repeat signs, highlighted here in green. They're pretty important to notice, as, of course, in terms of the piece form, they're telling us we actually have to look back and start our repetitions, and they're also a little hidden amidst all of these lines of the notes. In fact, you might notice that all of the bar lines are kind of harder to see on this score. It's kind of a feature of not having the whole grand staff to look at. We don't get those incorporated spaces between the bass and treble clefs through which the bar lines travel without anything around them. Solo line instrumentalists like horns and strings are used to seeing this format, but not so much we pianists. For that reason, I really do suggest that you also highlight, if you can, all of the bar lines of the piece, as you see done here. It will really just make your life a lot easier moving forward into the practice stage. Speaking of which, I think that's enough work from the sky. Let's get down onto the ground. So a good, very basic exercise to warm yourself up with this is just to run up and down the 5-finger position repeatedly, like this. I'm obviously just going to do it with the D minor position, as that's the scale that is the basis for this piece, but you can do it with really any 5-finger position. It's just to get your hands warmed up to that motion, and you should probably be doing it a little bit slower than that, but just for demonstration's sake. So try and keep it nice and clean, and only go as fast as you're able to keep it clean. And then you can also just take a D minor chord or another triad of your choice and play a staccato version of it up and down to the octave like this. And I like to actually string these two little exercises together to get a bit of a steady loop going. Finally, if you really want to get yourself ready for this, you can do the same combination, but now change 5-finger positions and chords each time, like this. You can try to do that either randomly or plan out a series of positions to move to. It doesn't really matter. But after doing that a bit, however much you choose, you should really be pretty warmed up to get into this piece. So for most of this piece, our two different motions, the linear one and the leapwise one, have a specific ordering based on the core position. We start playing straight up or down, leap back to the tonic or home note we started in, and then leap back up to that same tonic or home note, an octave in the opposite direction. Check out that this first combination of the two here at the beginning. So I go up the D minor 5-finger position and then hop back down before bouncing up to the octave above. So all together it should sound like this. One more time. We then have a transition note, that is this C sharp there, and then we get the exact same motion combination, only this time in A position. Thanks for watching this lesson from Liberty Park Music. If you enjoyed this lesson and learned something from it, do us a favor, hit that like button. And if you really liked it, share it around. Let your friends and family check it out too. If you want to find more lessons like this or explore other piano-related topics, please come visit us at libertyparkmusic.com. We have full piano courses ranging from beginner to more advanced levels, and everything is online and streaming 24/7 so that you can design your music learning around your schedule and learn in the comfort of your own home from a talented roster of professional teachers and musicians. Come check us out.